Hi everyone, welcome to Metaphor Consulting Learning Channel. Today we are going to learn about ECN, commonly known as Engineering Change Number and Digital Signature in Standard SAP S4 Hana 2020 system. Before moving ahead towards the today forum, let's have a quick glance about my career profile. My name is Lakshmikant and I am having 18 plus years of smart SAP IT experience in regards to domestic as well as international projects. In addition to that, I am also a SAP Global Certified Consultant in S4 HANA environment. So without further delay, let's have a focus on today's agenda. Today, primarily, we are going to focus on change number prerequisite. Very next to that, we have to cover change number process flow. Since it is a master data, then definitely we will cover the milestones and each and every steps how this change number can able to work out. Coming to next, in the section of 3, we will live demonstrate in SAP S4 HANA 2020 system about the change number and the respective activities. Coming to next, through the digital signature, the particular change number created in system going forward for release activity in the same environment of SAP S4 HANA 2020 system. At last, we have to conclude and go for the conclusion. Now, moving towards the prerequisite part first. In the prerequisite section, there are few things which is mandatorily required for creating the change number, which we will discuss one after another. Always my recommendation is, before going forward to the prerequisite, have to understand what each change number. Change number is commonly known it as ECN, Engineering Change Number. So, engineering change number in SAP is a process given for recording the change history for various activities of production data or processes. In short, change number is precisely used for recording the history of any object. Most of the international clients are preferring change number and their respective functionality. Currently, also few domestic clients are preferring the change number concept too. Now, have to focus on the prerequisite section. Everyone knows very clearly that SAP S4 HANA system, which is the very advanced and flexible system provided by SAP, are used in two different concept or medium. One is the old concept called the GUI platform, and second one is called the Fiori, which is highly portable and user flexible. Now, if anyone preferring the GUI platform, then have to prefer the transaction code of CC01. However, the Fiori users, they do not require to remember the transaction code. However, if they require to remember, they can do it, but it is not mandatory for them. Coming to the next, for material number, it is mandatory, definitely. Plant code is mandatory. Profile is also mandatory. What is the use of profile? That I am trying to explain right now. Because change number is implies to different objects, and objects are assigned to that profile. Here we created a custom object looking towards the master recipe. This particular custom profile is assigned to master recipe through the change number. Definitely, description is required. So, in the note section, we clearly maintain all prerequisites are mandatory for create a change number in SAP PPPI. So, SAP PPPI means process industry. Basically, production, manufacturing are segmented into three different industry. One is a discrete manufacturing, second is a repetitive manufacturing, and third one is called the process industry. Almost all process industry, sake of example, Medicare, then is your some food industries are comes under the process industries. They are precisely use the change number concept. Going ahead, we have to understand the change number process flow. Change number is initially created in the system by using the profile selection. Once the change number will created and confirmed by the system, then system understand the particular object is available and use through that change number. Once the change number or ECM is available in the system, going for the approval process, and that approval process is carried out based on the digital signature. The entire holistic cycle we have to run in the system, and it is duly accepted through the SAP standard application. However, there are few maker and checker we build up based on the client requirement so that we use a custom profile. But it is always suggested to everyone they have to learn fast the standard way. Now, in this particular forum, everyone can see there is a note section is available, and on that note section we highlighted MD stands for master data. So change number is a master data in PPPI. So once the profile is going to get created, that does not means change number is ready for use for the specified object. System understand that particular master data although available, but it is not ready for use. Once the system confirm the change number through the number range concept, then system understand this particular master data is ready for approval. Very next to that, the digital signature is coming into the picture. That means electronic signature. Through the electronic signature, the created change number is ready for approval. Approval means it is released. Once the change number is released, that means this particular master data are ready to use. Going ahead, we have to carry out the live demonstration in SAP S4 Hana 2020 system. Here one point I am trying to highlight. The real-time scenario we are executing in the real-time server. This is one of our client interface server, you can say that. There we can able to execute our data and demonstrate to all of you so that you can able to understand it. One more thing also I am trying to highlight. We are currently trying to execute the records in SAP Fiori rather than the GUI. If anyone is interested to learn GUI, definitely that version is available. You can click on the I button and able to find it out, that particular particular video. But this one is precisely going to demonstrate on SAP Fiori application, which is very much essential to understand the Fiori users as well as the beginners and the learners, though who are trying to enlarge their skill into the Fiori applications. So without the further delay, I can able to switch to SAP S4 Hana Fiori application, and there I will be going to demonstrate. This is the Fiori application. You can see here my cursor where I highlighted. This is my profile and it is given to me from the client side. Now, in Fiori, if a user is interested to remember the transaction code, definitely it is acceptable. You can find it out. There is a search option is available, and through this particular search option, a user can able to find the respected transaction code and system will intimated as such. Like to the example, I already intimated CC01 is the transaction code through which a user can able to create the change number. Again, one thing I am trying to highlight, user does not means end user. User means who is trying to execute the necessary activity respect to master data, transactional data or integration activity in the system is considered it as a user. Although I have more than 18 years of experience in SAP, if I am trying to use SAP by specific transaction code, then I'll be called it as a user too. Okay. Going ahead, I'm removing the transaction code from the search bar and directly click on the create change master. That means I'm not going to remember, or any user is not going to remember the transaction code. However, based on the Fiori, based on the portable Fiori, a user can able to create the change master. Simply double click, system will navigate the transaction code in the backend and able to populate you the subsequent screen. In the profile section, you have to choose, or user can able to choose the respected profile. As I already conveyed to everyone that change number is a master data and it is implies to different profile. Similar to that, if we use the F4 option, means search option, then we will be find there are many profiles created, out of which we can choose the ZRCP01, and it is being used for master recipe. Go ahead with the selection. Then after, simply press enter. Once you press enter, system will navigate further for creating the change master. In the header section, you can see it, the description. Currently, I am highlighting my cursor. Now, automatically, the cursor is blinking. That means this is the required field and you have to fill the records. Since it is a description, I have to maintain the description of ECM, engineering change number, for master recipe. So now I am putting the information over here, and similar to that, system is going to capture my record for master recipe. Master recipe. This is the description. However, user or you guys can able to maintain the description as per the client request or your requirement. Going for the valid from. What do you mean by valid from? Valid from insists that this particular change number will applicable from which date. So I'm putting the today date over here. That means system understand this particular change number is applicable for us from today. So today is 17th 6 2022. Now the third part is called the change number status. Basically SAP offered two different change status. One is called create and another one is called change. Okay. Basically create means inactive by SAP language and change means it should be active. So understand from a business prospect, understand from a user prospect, understand from a consultant prospect that SAP offered two different code. One is 01 insist for active, 02 insist for inactive. However, to suffice the client requirement, we created another status called 99 used for finish. Finish means obsolete. If the change number is executed and there is no such of activity is left, then in that case a user is going to obsolete this change number. Henceforth, once the obsolete is activated in the system, that change number is no longer applicable to that respected object. Going ahead, I can able to cancel it so that 02 will be remain as it is. 02 means inactive. Now I'm going for the save. Once save, then here you will find it out the change number in the downline. That means SAP system confirm the change number is available. What is the next step? As per the process cycle, the next step is approval policy. For approval policy, we can able to go for the change. Prior to go for the change, I will show you how you can able to use the Fiori first. So I have to open another tab, put the link over here and press enter. Once we press enter, then very quickly it is navigate. Since it is login in my launchpad, so it will directly navigate to that and system is logged in. Similar to that, it is no need to remember the change number approval or change the change number. Here you will be find the activity or necessary activity tab. Double click that, then the change number change will be come. Similar to that, whatever the change number currently be created, it will be populated. Press enter. Once again, I have to intimate to all newcomers or beginners. It is better to note down when a single object or master data is generated or successfully created in the system. Let's suppose if a change number is created in the system 5 ending with 40, then you have to note down in your notepad or somewhere else for remembering aspect, so that it will be easy for you for doing the necessary activity or tracking. Okay, now moving towards what we can do, we have to put the change number and press enter. After that, will we find the session like this. Here, what we can do, we have to choose the 01 to active this change number. Once we can choose the 01, system will be proceed ahead and cross check the authority in the back end based on the authorized user, because it is a very essential and a crucial part. So what we can do, the authorized person can able to approve the change number, although anyone can able to create a change number, but they cannot able to approve it. Now for approve, what we can do, first of all, we press enter and go for save. Once we click on save, a digital signature will come into the picture. Now you can see that I am the approver person who can able to approve this particular change number. Prior to that, if you want to put some note, you can able to do it. Change number approved for master recipe. So this note we have to maintain in the note section and going for the approval. During the approval, as I already said, it is a digital signature. You can see here, I'm highlighting my pointer or cursor in the field of digital signature. It is purely a digital signature and applicable in SAP. So you have to put your SAP password over here so that system understand automatically. In fact, I am going to tell you, if your SAP password is changed in a nearby, then same password you have to put it over here. There is no other password you have to maintain. That means we are not customized this part. This is a fully SAP standard functionality have to use for this application. Now, what I have to do? I have to put the password, which is my SAP password. Go for enter. Once you press enter, system will approve it. Now, if you can see, the change number is already approved. How we can do it? Again, will we go for the change number display, or else we can able to check it through the change only. So let's go with the change only. Press once again, and here you can see the active status. Similar activity you can carry it out through the transaction code of CC03 in GUI, or in Fiori. Again, you will find it out display change number, and there you can able to click it. In the administrative section, you can see here the change number is created so and so date, created by the user ID and approved by this user ID. So whoever is creator, they may approve for change, but 90% of the cases they are not being changed. Since I'm trying to demonstrate this particular activity, I took the authority from the necessary approval person. That is the reason I'm able to approve it. Now I'm going to close or cancel this particular change number in SAP Fiori and switching to the PPT. Now going ahead for the conclusion. So what we are covered today, we created a change number. Secondary, we move forward same change number for approval policy and approved through the digital signature. Third, we cross check that the approved or released change number is available in the system for use. Definitely, will we move forward for creating or using this change number to the respected object called the master recipe creation as well as the approval, but not in this section or not in this forum. Definitely there is another forum is available, another video is available. You can cross check it, those who are really interested or wondering for. From my side, related to the change number as well as activity is this much. Although it is a very small master data, but it is a huge impact in our process industry, and it is a very good requirement where many people are wondering for. The reason behind for creating this video is many of my friends, many of my challengers who are really facing the change number in SAP, they requested me, and by sufficing their requirement, I prepared this video taking the necessary authority. Thank you guys. This is all about the change number creation, release, as well as verification. This is all from my side towards the today forum. Once again, thank you for all of your precious time, valuable time which is given to us. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye bye to everyone.
Thanks for your precious time. We hope this information will help you to take the right decision. Thanks a lot. Thank you.